Hi, it's Dr. Parikh. Welcome to Writing in Psychology. This is one of my favorite courses to teach, even though it's a ton of work, and there's a few reasons. One is that it's one of the times I get to work most closely with students, and we don't just work on one or two things, we work really in depth on a project that goes the whole semester. Another is that I get to see a lot of student growth. I get to watch you learning and building skills, and I get to see you start from, early writing samples to two final papers. They're related, so you're building on prior work, but you still end up with two distinct papers that students are typically really proud of. Even students who don't master everything we want in this course still make a lot of progress along the way. It's also a course where I get to watch students support each other. There are very real communities that form in the discussion boards, and to the extent that even when run on-campus classes, versions of the class, I'm going to start using discussion boards because I think it bonds people in a way that the in-class discussions never really did. You're in the online version, and welcome to that. It is an intense experience. Most students who stay in the course, granted that's a biased sample, but students who stay in the course at the end of the course almost always say, I'm glad it was 7 weeks. They find that they focus more intensely and they're glad that it's wrapping up because even the last week or two is a little less intense. So they're glad that it's wrapping up as everything else is building up. Um, of course, some students get in it and really decide it's an overwhelming workload for them, for their life situation, for their experience level, for the number of courses they have, for the load of the courses they have, for whatever reason. If that's you, reach out to me and talk. We might decide that it's something you can handle. We might decide that maybe there is a seat in one of my other courses. Sometimes it doesn't look like there's a seat, but I know that one's opening up. So reach out to me if you think that this class as an online version is way too fast for you. But again, students who stick to it really find that it goes well. And normally, if a student sticks during the ad drop period, if they withdraw, it's usually because something changed in their life. They had a life event that just made it difficult to give their full attention to the course. So it's intense, but it's also very doable. I highly recommend, though, if you are not a psych major, I really recommend that you reach out and talk to me before you keep going in this course, just to make sure it's going to be within the level you want. It is an intense course. Most students who take it who are not psych majors end up saying, I didn't really realize what I was getting into. Most of them, again, also say, I, it was a good experience and I grew from it. But I like to, my first time I had a non psych major, I had no idea what to do with them. I didn't even realize they were a non psych major for a while. And they told me pretty clearly that they didn't know what they were getting into when they signed up for it because it is a writing intensive course. I have other overview videos that show you Blackboard, show you all of that. Um, I heavily rely on Google Docs and YouTube playlists to help me kind of organize the course. It's a course that I'm really proud of. I've put a lot of time and effort. I've been teaching it for, goodness, probably almost 5 years now. Probably 4 years? Maybe 4 years. But I've been teaching it a lot and I tweak it almost every semester. I do bigger overhauls periodically. I just did one now. Um, You'll see some of the videos I'm wearing my blue glasses. Some of them if I'm not on the video at all, it's probably newer because I've realized that feeling camera ready has made it harder to make videos. So I've just started making more videos where it's just the screen. If you see my purple glasses or even maybe my black glasses, those are older. Sometimes those include APA from the 6th edition that might be outdated. But at this point, I've got sample papers, I've got the templates updated, and I've tried to update the assignments that seem most likely to be affected by the additions. I'm really excited to go on this journey with you. I find it really fun. Even though, as I said, it is a lot of work, my favorite is when I get to meet with you. So please, please, please really consider meeting with me for your literature review paper feedback session instead of having me do a video for you. I think it's a meaningful connection, and I think I'm just able to be a lot more helpful in that format. Otherwise, think of me here with my headset and my blue glasses, hopefully, unless my kid breaks them again. Uh, Responding to emails, taking office hours appointments or requests for other times. If you want to request another time, just try to give me, send at least 3 days and times. Evening hours are okay. Usually after about 8:30 is best for me because I have a toddler. And so once he's in bed, I'm usually okay. Sometimes he's in bed at 7:30, sometimes it's closer to 8:30. And bedtime's a really difficult time for me to step away. But I can do evenings if that's the only time you're available. Weekends are a little more hit or miss, but again, I might be able to do it, but I would need, if you ask me on Friday, can you meet with me tomorrow? I'm probably going to say no. But if you ask me a week out, like, look, with my work schedule and everything, I really can't meet except on the weekends. Is there any way we could meet? I'm likely to, unless I absolutely know I cannot, I will very likely try to find a time to meet with you. Other than that, I'm here. I'm a human. I exist behind the screen. I mean, not actually behind your screen. Don't take apart your computer or tablet or whatever. But I am on the other end of this, and I really do care. Take good care. Ooh, that wasn't supposed to happen. That happens a lot though. You'll notice those in the videos. There are some I have not gotten into. I've started trimming the beginning sometimes, but I have not gotten into video editing. So you will see mistakes and all as we go through, which is actually honestly a little fair because this is a course where I see a lot of your mistakes. It's a course where you have to be really vulnerable. And so that's why it's important to me that you feel like there's a human on the other end of it, that you sense that I'm real and that I have strengths and weaknesses just like you, and that I'm here to focus on how to help you build up your strengths and your weaknesses. And you will grow a lot during this course. Take good care. Bye bye.